Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so application software is web-based application or something like that. And now coming to the programming software. So programming software helps developers or any other people to develop an application software. So these are interlinked. And coming to the system software, so obviously we need a system to have a programming software and also have an application software. So system softwares are like hardware softwares uh, and OS. So those kind of softwares will be helpful for programming software to be on our system to develop an application software. So this was what discussed yesterday about software. We went in a bit detail with examples. Okay. So next. So we also discussed about what is a project and a product. So the main difference is a project delivers a product. So a project usually will be having a start date and a end date, but a product will not be having a what to say a start an end date. It will be having, like, it depends on the usage of the customers, how long they are using, and the competitors on in the market, the product market. And also, like, in projects people will be like hired and brought to work on the different products, but product is, it will be providing work to the people who are in the project. So this was also discussed in a bit detailed way, so that you will be able to understand. Once you are into the software field, you'll be able to understand on how to pick your projects, or how to, like, pick your concerns and apply for your job profile. So the people who are new today, so if you have any clarifications or any queries regarding these topics, you can just let me know. We'll have just 2 minutes or something, we can quickly move to the next topic.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So anytime you can just stop me for any clarifications. Okay. So today we'll start with quality. So when we say testing, it is mainly about a quality. Whatever we go in search of in our life or in anything, we always need quality. Say, if we stream a movie on YouTube and see, also we always go for quality, and we search for the better people who provide a quality network for us. So each and every step, if we go to purchase a small toy, we look for a best quality, who provides a good quality. So testing is all about ensuring the quality of a product. The product must be a software product, so that is called software quality assurance. So we assure that the quality of a software is in a very better way, so that it is well versed in our market. So do you people have any idea on what a quality is, other than this what I explained? No, if you have anything also, you can just share with me. Let us keep the session interactive, okay, so that it will be helpful for you also. So if you have anybody else have any other thought about quality, you can just share here. Okay, I'll move on to the next one. So software quality, as I said, we ensure the software quality is nothing but we have a requirement, and the software should match the requirement. Say I have a set of instruction on my requirement, and the quality should match. Okay, this software is working as per the requirement. So now I give you a example. You all I'll give a small like practical example, not related to software, but I'll give a very practical example. So say you people, someone in your home is going to have a birthday, and you are planning to have a good celebration. So what you do is you go to a cake shop to purchase a cake for the cake cutting ceremony. And now you see two cakes, I'll show you now. So you see a cake which is in this way, and you also see this one. So which one will you pick?
First one.
First
Yeah,
one.
yeah, obviously the first one. So
First one.
can each one of you give me I want different reasons from each people. So maybe it can also be same. So what is the reason you pick the first cake and not the second one?
The decoration is totally different from another one.
Yeah. Any other reasons?
And the
Mm,
quality of work is good compared to second one.
okay, yeah. Anyone else? Any other reasons?
But, looking wise, the first one is very attractive, ma'am.
Okay. So this is like a small example. Say we are going to for a purchasing a cake, but when we try to apply the same in a project or a software, what happens is we have set of things which comes into our mind. Say now you can say, I see that this cake is appealing for me, this is appetizing, and this is looking good, this has got lot of designs. When compared to this I don't see perfection in the second cake. So we have lot of things coming onto our mind, right? So those are called as key aspects in software quality. So key aspects are very very important when you when you check the quality of a software. So now we'll know what are the key aspects of a quality. So obviously we can take a simple example of the cake. So we need a good design for a and that a good design is considered as a key aspect of the quality. Next one comes the reliability, consistency, durability, maintainability, and value of money. I'll go one by one and I'll explain you both, or I'll explain you in detail. So these are some of the what interview questions. Okay, you have to just keep in mind, so that they'll just twist and ask this question in different ways. Okay, so now coming to the good design. So now I'll show you two web pages. So which page do you like, feel like this is very this design is good, which is like pleasing, and why do you
First
feel
one.
so? Yeah, obviously the
First
first one.
one.
Yeah, why do you think the second one is not of a good design?
Because it contains lot of images and background, and it can't correctly visible to us. So when we are
Yeah,
checking,
so
First one is user friendly, ma'am.
yes, exactly. So like if you see the first one, you can see, okay, this is a mortgage site. I'm able to identify this is a mortgage site where I can buy, rent, and sell my what to say, my home, and it is very user friendly. So but when you see the second one, first on the first view itself, I'm like confused on what is this really about. I don't feel anything pleasing and all, and where should I go and click, and where should I go and do the next step, and everything is confusing here. So this is the first aspect of your software quality. So the good design, a software should always have a very good design to please your customers. If you see every year, there will be awarding also a set of best designed websites, and I have picked one from this. Zillow is on top 22 of the best designed websites. So now going to the next one, the reliability. So reliability is nothing like, now I'm going to like use a software, and it should be reliable in by all means. Like it should be like, if I'm going to make a payment, it should be very secure. My details should not be shared anywhere and misused. And while doing a payment also, I should make sure anything like the transaction doesn't goes wrong. And all these steps can comes under the reliability. So how much I can rely on a software for using. So this is also a very important aspect. So all the softwares are right, they will be having, I assure you, no software can be 100% defect free. Okay, there will be a small set of issues here and there which are not identified by the users in general. And so those are called as an acceptable level of failures. Okay, say I click a button and it takes more than 2 seconds, that is acceptable. But I expect to like book, if I want to book a movie ticket and I click on book, I don't want that spinner to go around for more than 10 seconds. That'll be a big what to say, big irritation for a normal user, yeah. But if it takes just a second or two, it is not a big level of failure, right? So as a user, I always expect everything to go fast on a click of each and every button or link. But a few seconds of lag is not a big level of failure, and it is an acceptable one by the users. So this is also an important aspect of software quality. Okay, any doubts in these two? If you have any questions, you can just let me know. So anybody else, if you have any idea or like what can be a acceptable failure, can anyone give me any other example, or give me an example of what failures you can't accept while using an application? Say now we can have an example of, we'll take an example of booking a train ticket or a movie ticket. Most of you might have used Book My Show or Ticket New or anything. So in case you're going to go and book a movie ticket, so what do you think an acceptable level of failure in that application can be, and what you can't accept?
We have already booked the tickets, but it's not showing at the time of entering movie. That is not acceptable, ma'am.
Yeah, so you have booked your
So
ticket and you have not received a virtual ticket. So do you mean that?
yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
obviously that
yes,
is not an acceptable level. Okay, what do you think an acceptable level can be?
acceptable.
So you have done your payment, and
Yeah,
what happens is your payment takes a time of around 10 seconds, and
yeah.
you your ticket also to get to you and to be emailed or sent on your WhatsApp also take around more than 5 minutes, I say. That can also be due to our network issue or something like that, right? A mobile network or our the Wi-Fi which we are using at home. Anything can be the reasons of the what to say, delay in receiving the receipt
The,
of the payment. So that can also be
okay,
a level of acceptance, okay, but not to the
okay, ma'am.
not much, but a level of acceptance, it's okay, fine. We usually neglect those kinds of delays, right? We know, okay, we have booked and we have the ticket in our hand, so we feel happy. Okay, we didn't receive a message, so okay, that is fine. You feel that, right? So that is also an
Yes,
acceptable level of failure. But a software, if it is intended to send a receipt to the users on email or on WhatsApp or on text message, that should be sent. If it is not sent at all, it is a failure, but it is always neglected by the users. Okay,
okay,
so this is reliability. And now consistency. So consistency is like it should work across all your say I'm using the same Book My Show. I use it on web and I use it on mobile also. How it behaves on mobile, it should behave the same way on web application. Say I'm able to book a ticket for around a batch of around 50 people on web, that is fine, but on mobile I'm not able to do. So this is not a consistent application in that case. Okay, so if I'm able to book my snacks of in a movie time on mobile app, but that I'm not I have that option on web, but I'm not able to do that on web, but I'm able to do it on mobile. So this inconsistency through across devices should not happen at all. Okay, that is also very important to like ensure the quality of an application. So now this is for devices. Now when you take operating system, so I have a browser. I what to say, I watch a movie on some website or YouTube, and I'm able to search, I'm able to view it. It's the stream is good on what to say, one second, sorry, everything is good on Mac. But when I use my Windows, I see something is lagging or something is happening on the streaming of the movie. Some difference. I'm not able to voice search. Okay, I'm not able to voice search on the what is that, Windows YouTube. Okay, or Safari and Chrome. So this is also like an inconsistency. So this should also not be allowed to ensure a quality. Now coming to the durability, durability is nothing but like uh, have you people used IRCTC website?
Yes.
Yeah, if you must have like, now I'm not sure how it works, but 4 or 5 years back, you always used to see a very much lag in the application. It will not be able to handle the load at all. So that too, when people try to book the ticket in Tatkal, you'll see lot of lagging around 6 or 7 years back. You'll see lots and lots of lagging in booking a ticket and getting it confirmed or seeing your status. So that should not be happening in an application. How much ever load you give to an application, the application should always respond in the same way. That is the durability of an application. And in the same way, last long. So last long is like, now I a project concern is like putting its efforts and putting its money and everything on a project for developing an application, but you see that application fails in an year. So this is not a durable application, because the failure of the application is because the above aspects like consistency or whatever it is, the above aspects were not met by the software. So that is the reason it will not be durable. So these things should always be taken care by testers. As testers, we have different levels of testing for each aspects which I explained. Different types of testing also we have for each aspects I explained. So you should always make sure to have these things on mind. So in interviews, whenever you're questioned about durability, you should always explain what a durability is and what type of testing you always perform to ensure the durability of the application. So that is the reason I'm like concentrating more on this quality thing. And so that, hope you people understand. If anything, you can just stop me and question me. Okay, so coming to the next, yeah, maintainability. So as I said, right, there will be little issues or something like that which we always sometimes very rarely face with our application. So say I have a Hathway app in my mobile and I make a payment and uh, I don't get a receipt. It's the same scenario where I don't get a receipt, or I see that the page keeps loading at the same stage where I pressed on a payment after payment. This is where users get panicked most of the times in real time. So what we do is we immediately call the customer care. We say I have made a payment, and we expect a very quick response from the customer care for our issue to get resolved. Am I right? So this is maintainability. So every product should have a maintenance team. So whatever issue, because it is a feature and we have multiple users using it and all users are not the same. So here we are around 9 people and we have 9 brains over here, and 9 type of testing can be done on a same application. So in that case, if any one of you can get an issue and any other cannot, and I can get an issue which you don't face. So in this case, what a product should always have a maintenance team where the users can give their issues, and it should be addressed, and the issue should be immediately fixed, and resolution should be provided to the customer. So this is also this should also be taken care in an what to say software quality. Okay, now coming to the last aspect of the software quality, it is nothing but value for money. So obviously a big concern, as a big concern, I have spent so much money on the for the product, like on what and all we spend is like for resources, for people, manual efforts, and also for maybe like for automation, if I have the automation team effort, the developer effort, everything is paid, and everything I pay as a concern, I pay for the product. So and the product, the client also pays something for to the concern to be paid for the people. So these money should not be wasted. Say I if WhatsApp company has developed and in the initial stage, if it didn't go well and it gets what it gets like it fails in India or some other place, obviously it is a very huge loss for them, and they'll not expect get the expected turnover. So this is also a very important aspect for uh, what's software quality. So you should always like sorry you should always like keep in mind these things, so that when we learn about the testing concepts going forward, so in that at that time you will be able, you have for each and every aspect, you have different type of testing methods. This one is not very much we can't like do any testing kind of things, but here we always like have different types. Okay, so any questions from any one of you? So no question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine, hope you're clear. So now coming to
Yes,
software
ma'am.
testing. So before going to that, so just give me your thoughts or ideas on what a software testing must be.
Test the developed application whether it is working based on client's requirements or not.
Okay, any other answers? Yeah. Okay, fine. Okay, I'll then start. Like, so how many people here? Eight of you. I say eight of you. So how many of you people are always ready to accept the criticism?
Myself.
Okay, that must be good then. Yeah, because like as humans, we always feel if we get any critics, we are always like we don't feel that good, right? So I think it'll be ended in 10 minutes. Okay, but software testing is it. We always should be a, a critic for that. This is what software testing is. So to tell somebody that he is wrong is called criticism. So doing it officially is nothing but testing. We are always expected to say criticism about an application that was put in lot of efforts and spent lot of time by a set of people called developers to develop that. Okay, so that is our job and we should be well versed in doing it. So going to the next, so now software testing is nothing, it is a part of software development process. Testing is not a a different process. Okay, it is a part of software development process or life cycle. And now what the main role is, our activity, sorry, not role, but our activity is, we always should have an eye to always identify the defect in a software. We are not like going to enjoy the software. Okay, we are not going to like okay, this is looking good, this is looking good, yeah, everything is good, so I'm not going to uh, this is not having any defect. No, that should not be the mindset of a tester. That is a mindset of a developer. Okay, yeah, what I have developed is looking great. That is the mindset of the developer. But our mindset should be, no, you are not, you have not developed it in a correct way. I'll show it how. This is what we should always state before them. And that's what I have put in the third point. The main objective is to break the system. We are not building, we need to break the system. Okay, and the fourth point is, you are the owner. Okay, I am the owner. I should always think in the way a user is using. There are different types of users, right? Can you just give me some examples how users will use a okay, I'll say like WhatsApp. WhatsApp, will take a very simple example of WhatsApp. So how do you think, okay, I need 8 answers over here. Okay, each one of you can give me a particular feature which you use the most in WhatsApp.
Thumbs up
Okay, great. Thumbs up from the emoji or on the message?
on the message.
Okay.
Recently added.
Yeah. So any other people?
Voice recording.
Okay.
Stickers.
Video calls.
Yeah. So this is how we have, see, from 8 people we get 8 different set of usages, right? We are like, what I do is like, I most of the time I mute the status of few people, because they always run a train over there in the status. So I get irritated, I mute the state. So muting the status is also a feature. So but like maybe like the thumbs up feature itself, I can expect, I on a double tap, I want the thumbs up to be shown all the time. I don't want to have a long press, go and select the thumbs up. I just want a default one to be set, and if I double tap, I want a thumbs up. If I set a default one as heart, if I double tap, I want it as a heart. So this is a kind of user also, he tries to do it, but he'll fail over there, right? So this will be also sent as a part of requirement or enhancement to the WhatsApp team. Maybe in future you can also get it. So this is like there are a lot of lazy users in our uh, what to say, in our earth. Okay, so we are always, most of them are lazy, and we always want shortcuts, and we always want something. So the software is always in trouble with in the hand of lazy people. So you should always think in that way also, how can we break the system in that way. So these are the main motive of an software tester. Okay, any queries over here?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So now, what is testing? We have known what is testing, but how is the history? Everything has a history, right? So in the same way, software testing also has a history. Say in 60s or till 80s, there were not much systems and all. We didn't have many integrated systems, right? We had a very lot of standalone systems. So those standalone systems and all, they need not have a tester. So it is like the people who develop, they test it. And one there was also a very lesser usage of applications. So on the go, if we get any issues, that was fixed by the developer. So this is how it was happening in the earlier period. So what I have done the coding, and now we want to test. Why? We haven't got time anyway. Yeah, the time is always a constraint for those people. And later in the 90s and all, what happened was, okay, I think we need a tester, because like there are a lot of, there were we started what to say developing, and we were starting with the integration things, and also there were a lot of customers, and there, as we have a lot of customers, there were also a lot of complaints. So obviously they needed a tester, and it was like treated, okay, people, you need to test, but you need not take much time for testing. But in 2000 plus, if you see, we we have the same pressure what the developers has, because developers, they always, they want to deliver the product at the earliest. They want to complete the task and give the product to the user. But we will and we should not allow that. So the task of the tester started becoming even much tougher, and we started automating things, and we started doing all sorts of things, because the time constraint, obviously, we always, every time we had time constraint. And uh, this is how the in the 2000s the software testing started evolving even much higher. If you see, you could have seen that lot of automation tools started evolving. There are a lot of new tools for automation nowadays. So this is the history of the software testing. Okay, now tomorrow I'll just move into what the life cycle of a development is, and what the life cycle of a testing is, and how we verify, and what is verification, validation, how we do it. So before that, today, I just want to share about what is a defect, what is a error, bug, and failure. So do you think like these are all the same? So the terms seem to be the same, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So any idea like what should be a bug or what should be a defect? These are the terms which we most of the time we use in our software industry. Okay, they say I have a defect, I have a bug, I face a error, I see a failure. What is this? Everything is the same, but why we are having different terms? So this is always a confusion when we start our career as a tester. So I just wanted to make you clear on this: what is a defect, error, bug, and failure. Although everything like seems to be the same, it is always different. So error is nothing but a developer starts to develop and code everything, but what he sees is he runs a set of thousand line code, and it fails. So this is called error. So whatever mistakes are made in a code by a developer is called an error. Okay, fine. So this is not our headache. The developer's error should be handled by the developer, and we are not going to find any errors of the developed code. Okay, that is not a functional tester or manual tester's job. We have a different team for that. I'll tell you what is that, and we'll also see in detail in future sessions. Now fault. Now what is fault is, you have an set of instruction that this this application should be run only on what Android device, but I try to do it on a what to say, and on an iOS. So this is a human fault. I mistook the application would be like working on everything, and I started trying it on iOS. So this is a fault. This can also not be handled